Guys, should you whoop your dogs? I think it's maybe SS? No, you shouldn't, people. Now, here's the challenge. I told you with the American Bully, you want to do what? Build his confidence up. The challenge is now we've got a dog so confident that you can't tell him nothing. You know how it goes? It's like Ali. I must be the greatest. And then dude, I'm never gonna forget when you hear it. He goes, hold on, Ali. You're not that great. You're not that great. Listen, I need you to. Because he need his job done, but the man just won. Get out of my face. So, Ego right now, he's on leash. We're gonna talk a little correction. What we're gonna do is we're gonna amp him up. Now, I've been doing this. Marcus can attest to it. Putting the rope down here and some stuff that really gets him motivated because he can't seem to focus. So we posted a video, right? Mm-hmm. I walk all the way around the yard, and then finally we walk past it, and he got to ask himself, do I want to do that, or do I want to get my neck yanked? Now, Stan, he's a professional. I'm just a nigga with a few dogs. So he's going to break down why corrections are important, what type of breeds he recommend corrections for, and even more importantly, how to correct your dog and not feel bad.
So the first thing you want to do is make sure the dog knows why they're being corrected. So in this case, we're going to put the tug down.
Yeah, I'm going to grab it.
We're going to put the tug down, and he's going to have to do something before he gets that tug. And this is not what he's supposed to be doing. So right now, I can even get his attention.
Where you want to put it at?
Put it further over there. Too close is too much stimuli.
There you go.
Ego. No.
Look.
No.
Look at that there. That's exactly their problems. So he's been allowed, and it's my fault to be clear, to do as he pleases. And as Stan said, you got to ask him to do something.
Good. Oh, yes. And these dogs are designed for that purpose right there. To keep going no matter what. Ego, no.
And that's what you call people as a
That's it.
We got to work with corrective.
9.
You know, they have corrective exercises in fitness. And see, that's the same thing I be doing. You got to block him off, boy. Because that joker won't listen.
Let's go.
And then you got to redirect people. This is what redirecting look like. Turn around and give the dog a different direction to go. Because the dog, again, this is a dog who got a little drive in him. He's not prey driven, but he is motivated by what he wants to do. Now, Stan's being kind. I'm a little harder on him. Because I know that this joker ain't playing. Go over there by Stan. There you go. Knock him out. Don't want to go. So he just gets more and more difficult.
No. Hey, sit. There you go.
Stan, so what do you walk them through what you're doing at this moment in time?
So right now I'm taking the visual away, so he's gonna pay a little bit more attention. If I had something he cared about, like another tug, but that defeats the purpose of what we're trying to do. We're trying to get him to pay attention to us whenever there's even more of a stimuli over there. Ego, sit. Good. No. Then what we would do in this instance, now we can release him to the tug because now he's paying attention. But I'm gonna ask a little bit more because he's being a little asshole. So we're gonna do a little bit more first. No. Hey, Ego, come.
This is a great indicator where you definitely gotta be patient.
Yes.
And manage that energy too, right?
Yeah, because these dogs are gonna reflect. If I get frustrated, it's just gonna cause him to go more and harder. So we gotta make sure we keep our energy down in this case and not match the frustration that he's already having. Because this leash is like an umbilical cord. If we get tense, it's gonna cause him to do the same thing. Ego, sit. Good. Stay. So then very simply, now we can reward him. Free. And the more you do with the dogs, the less you're gonna have to go through that. So Trevor, you got some homework.
Oh yeah, no, I've been doing it, bro. I told you guys, you want to tighten the dog up, but the common question I get is, hey, you know, how do I not whoop my dog's ass? And you go, for one, what are you doing with your dog? And can you be honest? Here's the honest truth. I did a lot, to be clear. That's why he's like that. But also didn't do enough. That's the other side of the coin. So now it goes, and Ego, look, He's like a human being. He'll hold on to that thing and lean into it.
Out. Sit. No.
You see that there? Instead, look. I be on this same stuff, people. You want to get mad? Look, there's nothing worse than somebody pulling right up under here, and he is a dog. And so when people get confused, this is a very powerful dog. And I'm not saying he's the most powerful dog. What I'm telling you is he can cause some harm to somebody, and definitely another dog. So, and he can get hurt as well. That's the truth. But if we don't have control over him, then we're all at risk.
No.
And so that patience, man, Jamar can see me come out dripping sweat. I was dripping sweat dealing with this Negro. And it was literally just me and him on a leash.
Nope. Come on.
And stand again, maintaining good poise and control.
No.
And you see that right there? Think about that. You correct any other dog, Cha-Cha, probably even Deuce, and Hera, they'll buckle.
Yeah.
Tron and Ego, that don't work on them. That yanking at they neck and collar thing, they like, bro, that ain't enough. They damn near need to be zapped. I ain't gonna lie to you now. They could do for the zapping, but you know. You know what I'm saying? And he knows all the things. You watched him in another video. He can sit down, stay. But look, he's an independent thinker. So what he's thinking is, look, I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do when I want to do it, and that's not how you keep you and your dog safe. So another thing that I'll do the whole time is I'll keep talking to him, man. Walk. Nope. You gonna run out of words, boy. It turned into a 1,000-page essay dealing with these jokers. But eventually, as I've done over the past couple weeks,
No.
and the dog knows what you're asking. Ego's a smart dog, people. So when you're asking yourself, hey, do I whoop my dog? No. The question I will tell you to ask yourself is, did you do enough? Did you do enough? Does your dog understand the expectations and what you are asking of him? And let me be very clear. I've never worked on Ego's recall. I've never worked on his heel. I've never worked on his leash walking. He'll come if I call his name, but because he is a pit digger, I can leave the door open upstairs and he won't even come downstairs if the other dog is using the bathroom because he don't want to go to the bathroom. He is a very, very antisocial, he's just independent, man. That's a good and bad thing. Good thing because he'll be in the room all day and not tear nothing up. Bad thing is because now we go, hey, we want to have some more fun with Ego and taking places, but get a little motivated by a dog or something. He get a little motivated by some food or something. He get a little motivated because he want to do what he want to do. Now we all in trouble. So we've got to work on this, including me specifically. As Jamarcus has been doing a good job with the other dogs, I said, nah, Ego, I'll deal with him. I'll deal with him. Because this is a Negro. Not a Negro, he's a Negro.
No.
And you see the other thing too. You see he's not looking at Stan one time. He ain't worried about Stan. He like this. Buddy, now you... and see, when you look at your shepherds and others various breeds, what will end up happening is they'll be like this. They're handler driven. So I think Henry's German Shepherd too looks at him the whole time.
Yeah.
They kind of...
Because they needed to be more guidance. Again, when they were put in the pit, they weren't listening to somebody telling them what to do. They were doing it on their own. So he's a very independent thinker, and I'm not enough value right now. That's way more interesting. So we're trying to get one good one, and then let them get the reward. Nope, come on. Nope.
There you go, people. So again, I don't want you guys to be discouraged. We try to show you the truth. I do for sure, because this right here is a process, and that right there is a bozo. And he's a bozo because I'm a bozo. There you go. And hard corrections required, because listen, you see, no matter what Stan's doing, they ain't about to break into that sweat like I was. Look, and you're getting tight because, again, these dogs specifically, they were never allowed to give up. So you can't give up either. So you like, oh, he like, oh, you want me to stop? Nah, I'm not about that life.
No.
See what I'm saying? He's like one of them bad kids, just tune you out. Nah, yeah. Say the word, brother. Say the word. I'll leave this, I'll tear everything up in this house. See, look, you're not looking at nothing else. That's like a bad kid, just tuned you out. He like, why are you talking to me, dude? Why are you talking to me? Let me go get that rope. Leave me alone. He in the twilight zone. Do, 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 do. Guys, so right now on the phone version, you're like, what's that stand? Look, Eagles.
He ain't paying attention.
You see?
I'm trying to give him a win. Ego. This is like one of the moral victories. He's not pulling, so we're gonna come back and we're gonna. Oh, see, Ego, you messed it up. So now we're gonna wait 5 more seconds.
Since you don't want to listen, buddy, you're being hard-headed, man.
Good. Good.
So he gonna look at stand and just be a man disrespectful.
Ego. Sit. No. Good. Good boy. Freak.
How stressful is that when someone brings you a dog on the dog training side and their dog acts like this? Now, mind you, I doubt most dogs act like Ego.
Yeah, no. I mean, it gets frustrating because they bring you a dog that they haven't done anything with, and then they expect it to be like Rocco or Boots, where we did something every single day with them, and they know exactly what's expected.
For
and
a year and a half, 2 years.
Exactly, and they didn't do anything with a 4-year-old dog, and they're like, hey, fix him in 3 weeks, and I don't want to pay that much. It just doesn't work like that. We can only make that dog be the best dog it can be. So if you bring us a 3, we can make it the best 3, but we can't make that dog be something that it's not. If you didn't put in the time teaching that dog, hey, people are valuable, people are important, you're not going to get that in 3 weeks' time, because you have to undo all of the bad habits and replace them with good habits at the same time. So when you're working with your dog, people, do not get frustrated in a single training session. Find a milestone, then work on that. So if he can only stay and not pull for 5 seconds, we're gonna get that down to it's solid. And then we're gonna try to get 7 seconds. And then after we get to 10, we're gonna go back and start over with 2 or 3 seconds of eye contact before he gets to go. And we're just gonna keep making it better and better and better as we continue to go on. Whenever you're working, think about those 3 Ds: distance, duration, distractions. And always just start over, people. Anything else, Trey? Anything else?
No, I'm in the zone over here.
Yeah, he does, yeah. He get some of this right here. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Let's go.
Yep. So he's learning that, hey, if I go to this tug, I get a correction that I don't. And you see the level of respect and value that Trev has versus I had at Ego.
Let's go.
Just the voice alone. If you develop a bond and a relationship with your dog, you don't have to use all the corrective tools, because your relationship between that voice and that eye contact, look at him. He's like, man, what do I got to do to be right? What do I got to do to be right? And this is what you want.
Attention change. We're playing stand no more, but I had that boy in the air with one hand. Let's go.
The helicopter.
Let's go.
Like Petey Pablo.
But even those habits that you replace when you train a dog, you still have to continuously work on those.
In every environment,
exactly.
Yes.
Consistently. That's the other thing. I mean, it's got to be consistent. It took me literally almost a year, almost a full 2 years since I was born, a teacher to go to her room. And now it's such a habit because I do it every single time she comes out of the crate and goes back in the crate. Now I can say it and she'll just go.
Yep.
But that's 2 years worth of work, people.
And that's the bully. They're stubborn dogs. So you have to
Exactly.
just take the time and be consistent. And you can't do something for 5 or 6 days and then completely change it, because then the dog learns that, hey, they're going to switch it up on us anyway, so I'm going to do what I want.
Yeah.
Be consistent when you're working with these dogs, man. It doesn't take a lot, but it does take consistency.
Yeah, see?
If anything else.
Hey, what are you doing, dude? Yeah, see, that whole direction changed everything. I just talked to him the whole time. Look, I'll be out here breaking a sweat like Stan. I know how hard-headed he is. I know how far I pushed him to be this motivated. Challenge is, I got to push myself now to drive the motivation in the right direction with control. And Stan's going to assist in that, but mind you, he know I'm not playing.
I'd rather have a dog that can take all of these corrections and still want to go versus a dog you sneeze wrong and they go try to run and get behind everything. A dog like this, you can dial them back a whole lot easier than trying to motivate a dog to even want to go and have that value for that tug toy.
Yeah, I get it. He get it too.
But he got away.
Guys, at anywho, listen, you're dealing with a hard-headed dog. I know it's an extensive process. Trust me, I've been there. And we're still there. We want to continue to encourage you to do with, the best you can in taking care of your dog. Don't be discouraged, especially if you've got a dog that's highly motivated. But be encouraged that, listen, Step 1, step 2, step 3. I think he gave you 3 Ds. Practice them, perfect them, and take care of your dog. Hey, what are you doing, bro? You know I'm not moving, bro.